Hello everyone and welcome back for another Rocket Lab Saturday with your favorite Stock Trek girl. Now on this Rocket Lab Saturday, I want to go over more of the reasons why I think Rocket Lab is about to take off literally. I mean, this stock is going places. Thank goodness, because for a while we have kind of been like, a little bit unsure. But as of late, things have kind of been looking up and we have a lot of really cool stuff coming up. Some of the things that I want to touch base with are obviously going to be upcoming catalysts for the stock. It's going to be, the latest news. I would like to go over and touch base with some of that, as well as some stock catalysts and go over a little bit more on the acquisitions and why I think they are going to be very beneficial to Rocket Lab, being the Prince of Space. Rocket Lab has acquired so many acquisitions, okay? They have Advanced Solutions Inc., they have Sinclair Interplanetary Solutions, they have SolAero, as well as Planetary Systems Corp. So they have just been acquiring all these amazing companies to create, everything they need to be vertically integrated. Now, speaking of vertical integration, they are definitely going to be having their own space infrastructure.
Well, folks, here we grow again. It looks like Rocket Lab is going to be launching for Alba Orbital soon. So basically, they will be launching an integration of 4 Pocket Cube satellites for the Alba Cluster X, and it is going to be launching here in 2022, and I'm super excited to see them launch for Alba Orbital. And here comes the ingenuity of Rocket Lab's acquisition of SolAero Tech. They have created the highest efficiency and lightest weight solar cell yet. The IMMB, developed by SolAero Tech, is more than 40% lighter than any typical space-grade solar cell, and it's giving the highest efficiency of any commercial space solar cell globally. So there you go. Again, another innovation in the tech industry for science and rocketry by none other than Rocket Lab's SolAero. And here's another good example of how Rocket Lab basically puts their name on everything in space. At least that's the goal. Because here we have LightSail 2 by Explore Planets, and it's going to be coming up on 3 years being in space now. So it's sailing around the Earth using sunlight, of course, as its main area of propulsion, and it uses Rocket Lab's momentum wheels to control its position. So Rocket Lab is essentially going in space not just via their rockets, but also on other missions just like this one, which is super, super cool. And speaking of missions, here is Rocket Lab getting their solar panels ready for NASA's Psyche spacecraft, okay? And Psyche spacecraft will be on a 2.4 billion kilometer journey to a metal-rich asteroid. So, kind of makes you wonder, will Rocket Lab ever, in a sense, get involved in asteroid mining? Well, in a way, they already are, with this Psyche spacecraft mission utilizing their famous solar panels, which I'm sure Rocket Lab, of course, will eventually be using in their own space infrastructure.
And that's what I want to basically go over more with you, is the infrastructure that Rocket Lab will be working on in the future. Now, the last, basically nail that they have to drive into their systems to get this infrastructure going is the Neutron rocket. Once they have this Neutron rocket, as most of you know, they will be able to launch multiple satellites all in one go. And I believe that is what Rocket Lab is waiting for. Now that they have all these systems coming together, with SolAero and the separation systems, they have the solar power and all that. So now that they have all of these acquisitions acquired under their belt, the next step is to get Neutron going so that they can build that infrastructure up in space. Now, here's the thing. We all know that Rocket Lab is, dedicated to building this space infrastructure. The question is, why? What's the purpose? What are they going to use it for? Okay, now this is total speculation. You have SpaceX doing Starlink, right? You have other companies like Black Sky, Inspire, and Planet that are all collecting data to be used down on Earth below for different things, from maritime to shipping to aviation to the weather. I'm wondering, what does Rocket Lab have planned? Okay, knowing Peter Beck's team, they typically tend to just reach for the stars and the moon and, Mars and Venus and whatever planets you can think of. I mean, the team is very, very ingenuitive. They're very creative. So I imagine it's got to be something special and unique. I don't think they're just going to put infrastructure there and be like, okay, let's collect some weather data. Yeah, let's get this weather data out there. I mean, I think the infrastructure that they use to collect information is going to be very unique in its purpose. It's gonna definitely be unique. It's gonna stand out. I think it's gonna be different than Starlink. It's gonna be different than what Black Sky Inspire is doing. I'm not altogether sure if Rocket Lab has leaked anywhere on how exactly they plan on using this data that they collect from space. This is all hypothesis. I'm wondering if any of you as viewers have any ideas or wishes on how you want Rocket Lab to use this data once they have their space infrastructure in place with all their satellites and they have the constellation going. How do you think they should use that data? If you want to, drop it in the comments below. Let me think what you think is going to be most beneficial with how Rocket Lab can use that data to, of course, make life better here on Earth, as well as generate amazing revenue. Now, I like to think of Rocket Lab being the prince of space. And the reason why I say prince and not king is because, as you know, right now, SpaceX has been around longer. It's a bit bigger. It's done way bigger rockets. So right now, SpaceX is king. However, it's private. People like you and me can't really, just go out and buy shares right away on the market here. But Rocket Lab is the prince, meaning it's next in line to the throne to be the king of space, and it's accessible. It's accessible to the public. It's on the public market. And I think, it deserves an excellent spot in your portfolio. I mean, come on. It's the prince. It's like the crown prince, it's like next in line to the throne. Who wouldn't want to have it? So I'm really excited to hear more about this space infrastructure that they're going to do. Why is Rocket Lab building it? What are they going to use it for? I think that could be a complete game changer with how this stock takes off. Imagine if Rocket Lab announces some unique project that they're working on with their infrastructure. That alone can send Rocket Lab stock soaring to Venus, literally. So I'm really excited about the space infrastructure. I think you should be too. And again, let me know in the comments below what you think about that. So let's go ahead and check out the latest stock price movement for Rocket Lab. I know you're all excited. It's gone up, it's taken off, and I think we could be going to the moon soon. Who knows, maybe perhaps Venus, depending on how things go. So we'll have to go check out that stock.
Okay, and here we are with the Rocket Lab stock analysis.
Last close was at $9.07 a share as of March 18th at 4 p.m. We had a slight uptick in after hours all the way up to $9.30 a share, as you see here. Now, look at this volume down here. Look at this, like 21.49 million. It has been a while, okay? It has been a while since we have seen volume like this. Look at all these green bars we have, all these green candlesticks. This is exciting. You know, if we go back and we look at the chart, we haven't seen volume like this since, like, way back here, basically, back in September of 2021. It has been a while. So this is exciting to be seeing people plowing into this stock. We were kind of like going flat here for a while, but these people jumping in here have given us a nice uptick. You know, we kind of left the area of the 8s and we've gone up a little bit. As far as if we're going to hold it, we have a trend line coming down here. I think we might have broken that trend line. It's pretty close. We do have a nice up volume there, so I am really, really excited about this. This little jolt up here, I mean, is it temporary? Are we going to go back down? You know, there's so many things involved in the market that could change, you know, our numbers, obviously. But let me know what you think in the comments below. Do you think this is going to hold here? Do you think this is a very good line? Do you think it broke resistance? Or do you think it's going to peter back down this way and go down south? I mean, I think we got some good volume in here. I'm happy to see all these green candlesticks. I think we got some fishies jumping in the Rocket Lab pond. And I think with all the upcoming catalysts, especially the launch, the lunar capstone, I think it's going to go up. I think we're going to have a nice little, you know, spring pop. So we'll have to definitely see how that goes. But right now, I am liking this. I'm a little bullish on this, but you know, you never know in this market with you know, what these interest rates are and everything, you know, how many hikes are we going to end up doing? But I'm liking this. I am liking how this looks. So let me know what you think. Did any of you buy this past week during this little pop? Was that any of you guys? If so, go ahead and drop a line in the comments below. Let me know if you were a part of this little party over here. Once again, thank you so much for joining me on this Rocket Lab Saturday, and I will see you next time on Rocket Lab Saturday. And don't forget that we do have Space Day Sunday right around the corner. So be ready to watch more of your favorite space stocks and interesting space topics on Space Day Sunday. Until next time, live long and prosper.